Hey there, Chadi, Bazzi here, and I got a question for you. And the question is, would you like to master the art of influence and increase your selling skill set to turn more no's into yeses faster? If you've answered yes, then stay tuned for another episode of Real Estate Success Mastery TV, today sponsored by FreestyleInteriorsCA.com. We'll see you in a second. Hello and welcome to the Real Estate Sales Mastery TV. I'm your host, Chadi Bazzi, a real estate coach and trainer, and I'm on a mission to help you master the art of selling so you can take more listings than you are right now, sell more homes much faster than you ever have, work less, and build a business by design. A business you absolutely love that gives you the money, time, and freedom that you deserve. Are you ready? Let's do this. Hey there, Chadi Bazzi here. Welcome to another episode of Real Estate Success Mastery TV. Today's episode is sponsored by FreestyleInteriorsCA.com, where they meet all your staging needs. Make sure you check them out. And what are we going to talk about today? We are going to talk about how you can really master the art of influence, like totally increase your skill set and take it to the next level. So specifically here, what I'm going to talk about are what are the specific skills that you need to work on. And for somebody watching this, you need to work on all, 6 or 7 that I'm going to mention. For some of you watching this, you only need to work on 1 or 2. But the main important thing is to find out which ones you really have a high strength in, which ones you're weak on. And we got to work, obviously, we got to continue to work on strengthening your strength, but we also got to develop your weakness, because you're not as good as what you think you're good at. You're good as you're weak at, because that little weakness is always going to hold you back. So I'm talking about how to develop the skill today. So specifically, what skills do you need to be working on developing? Let me go ahead and point you in the right direction, have you write down the real steps in the sales process, and that will have you grade yourself on a scale of 1 to 10 in each and every single one of those. And that right there will let you know exactly where you need to begin to work on. So let's write down number 1. Let's write down closing, the art of closing. So in no order of importance here. So number 1, write down closing. Okay, we'll come back and talk about those in a moment. So number 1, closing. Number 2, write down handling objections. Number 2, write down handling objections. Number 3, write down listing presentation. Listing presentation. Number 4, write down buyer presentation. Buyer presentation. Number 5, write down pre-qualifying. Write down pre-qualify for number 5. And for number 6, I want you to write down building rapport. Building rapport. So those are like 6 major areas that you need to be working on developing, like literally every single day. As a matter of fact, I want you to write down the following right down. I want you to write down, if I am not working every day on developing my skill, if I am not working every day on developing my skill, then my competition is. If I am not working every day developing my skill, then my competition is. You know what that means? When it's time to compete with your competition, they are going to crush you. We don't want that to happen to you. So we got to develop the right skill sets in every single one of those categories. So here's what I want you to do right now. You should have written down all 6, okay? I want you to, next to every single one of those areas, I want you to ask yourself this question or answer this question. On a scale of 1 to 10, 10 meaning I've perfected this skill set, 1 meaning Chadi, help, 911, okay, where do you fall on a scale of 1 to 10? Where do you fall on a scale of 1 to 10? Write down that number. Write down that number. So you're going to write that down for the area of closing, for the area of handling objections, for the area of listing presentation, for the area of buyer presentation, for the area of pre-qualifying, and for the area of building rapport. Now, some of you are better in one area than others. So what I want you to do is I want you to begin in the area that you feel you are the weakest on. Which area are you the weakest on? And that is the area where you are going to begin to work on that skill. So now for some of you, you're like, okay, well, I've identified that, the area that I am weak in is the area of a listing presentation. Well, where do I begin to really perfect the area of the listing presentation? So, and I'm going to give you two solutions. I'm going to give you a couple of different routes that you can take. Route number one is you could simply go to shadibazzi.com. So if you're watching this video, you know, you may be watching it on shadibazzi.com. You may be watching it on iTunes or any one of the other channels online. If you're listening to this podcast while you're driving around, working out, doing whatever you're doing, then you need to go to shadibazzi.com. And on shadibazzi.com, there's always a button somewhere right there in the middle of the page that says free training. I train you in all those 6 areas once a month. So make sure you go there and you just put in your name and email address, and I'll invite you to a training that I do every single month specifically on those areas. So that's one way that you can do it. Now, maybe the webinar is next month. Maybe you can't make it next month. Whatever it may be, you need to work on that right now. How do you get working on that? And I'm going to tell you. The best way to do it is to model someone who's already good at it. So we're talking specifically about the area of listing presentation right now. Who do you know that has a very good listing presentation that you need to model, that you need to take out to lunch, that you need to be picking their brain, that you need to be, you know, practicing with, etc.? Who is it? Identify who is that person. A lot of times you're just 1 or 2 people away from your big breakthrough. You may be 1 or 2 people away from your big breakthrough. So who are the people that you know and or know of that you can reach out to seek help in that area of developing that skill? Okay, so that would be route number 2. What about route number 3? Okay, Google. Go to google.com and type in something like, you know, best real estate listing presentation, etc. And you can, and or go to my YouTube channel. I got a lot of tips on that. So that would be youtube.com/ShadiBazzi1. Okay, or you can get the link off of shadibazzi.com. Got a ton of videos on the listing presentation and all those 6 other areas that I talked about. So that would be one way. Another way to just go to YouTube and put in listing presentation. There's people who have done a killer listing presentation and they got the video over there. Watch the video over and over and over again and learn it. That would be another way to do it. And then every single day for all those 6 areas, you want to get to the point where, let's say you are, obviously you want to get to attend in every single one of those areas. For some of you, that's going to be a very short period of time to get there. For some of you, it's going to be a long period of time to get there. It doesn't matter. Time is what you got, and you got to do something with your time every single day to get yourself as solid in developing your sales skills every single day. Now, what's going to happen when you develop your sales skills? What's going to happen when you develop your sales skills? One thing I can guarantee you that's going to happen, because it's happened for me and it's happened for all my students from all over the country who have taken this training, is you are going to naturally, like literally the word is naturally, you're going to begin to do more business. And the reason I say naturally begin to do more business is simply because as a result of having a better skill set, you're going to have more confidence. When you have more confidence, the energy that you're radiating is completely different than the energy that you possess right now. And when you're radiating a positive, outgoing energy, I mean, if I could describe it in one word, you're going to be charisma. You're going to be more charismatic. When you become more charismatic, you don't need to chase anything anymore. You begin to attract. You become magnetic. An opportunity will begin to appear in front of you because you're ready for it. You're ready for it because you have confidence in pursuing it. Look, I've heard a lot of stories of people saying, hey, Shadi, I was at a restaurant. I've overheard somebody talking about wanting to buy real estate and or sell real estate, but I did not talk to them because I was afraid. I had a fear. I have doubt in myself. I have doubt in my skill sets. What if they ask me a question I can't answer? What if they give me an objection I can't handle, etc.? So simply the fact you being able to develop your skill set, that in itself is going to turn you into a lead magnet. And here's the thing. A lot of people come to me and say, Shadi, I want to work on lead generation. I say, no, you don't need to work on lead generation. You need to work on lead conversion, because lead conversion is more important than lead generation. Generating leads is easy when you know how to convert the lead. Generating leads is very difficult when you don't know how to convert the leads. And here's all I gotta say. When you generate, you no longer have to tolerate. And you know exactly what I'm talking about. Working with people that you wish you did not have to work with, but you are working with them because you have no other way to generate a transaction. Okay, look, What I'm trying to do here is sell you an idea of spending a good amount of time each and every single day working on developing your skills. And the skills that I've given you right here are amongst the 6 top skills that you need to master. So again, the area of closing, the area of handling objections, the area of listing presentation, your buyer presentation, the area of pre-qualifying, and the area of building rapport and connecting with people. You need to develop every single one of those skills. You need to get every single one of those skills up to a 10 as fast as you possibly can. So I have a question for you, and I want you to answer that question right below this video. Okay, and the question is, if you mastered every single one of those areas, how would your business change? If you mastered every single one of those 6 areas that I just talked to you about, how would your business change? That's it. I'm not going to lead you into what kind of answer to give me. You write down whatever you think, your business, however you think your business will change. So that's what I want you to do. More importantly, I want you to take action on those 6 items, which will be included in the show notes at shadibazzi.com. And again, I invite you to attend one of my trainings that I do every single month. You could simply go to shadibazzi.com/webinar, and or if you are on my website at shadibazzi.com, somewhere below this video, there's a register button for you to register for that 100% free training. I'd love to expose you to those 6 strategies in further detail and really help you out as much as I possibly can. That is what I'm committed to. And I'm also committed to giving you as much value as I possibly can on these episodes, and I hope I've done that today. And if you feel like I've delivered enough value and I've earned your 5-star rating and positive review, then simply go to iTunes and please leave that for me. Leave me a comment right below this video. If you have a question about anything I covered today or anything I've covered or a question about anything that you have a question about or want me to do an episode about, simply go to resmquestions.com. So that's resmquestions.com, and I'll go ahead and answer that question for you there. But after you submit it, I'll do a video and answer that question for you. And this is it for today. So again, this episode has been sponsored by Freestyle Interiors.ca.com. So check them out and see how you can incorporate that into your listings so you could sell your listings faster and for more money, make your sellers happy, and get more repeat and referral business. I'll see you on the next episode real soon. Take care. Bye-bye.